What's going on, you guys? Joss out here in Singapore, and as always, thank you so much for joining into my podcast, The Night Owl. As always, I appreciate your time, your effort. The fact that you even take some time out of your day to listen to me means the world. But honestly speaking, the reason I even create this is actually for myself, to remind myself that I am capable of change, that I'm able to pick up bits and pieces of knowledge from everywhere. And it never ceases to amaze me that I can learn so much in the course of a day, just 24 hours. I get inspired all the time. And then I jump on here and try my best to share all of my news with you. So here I am today talking to you about an author that I only just recently came to discover. His name is Kyle Cease, and I love what he's talking about. And the quote that I really want to talk about or discuss today is the fact that he says, I don't know, and I love that. Now, that is a very difficult concept to wrap my head around because I don't like not knowing. I don't like not being able to figure it out. I don't like that process of trial and error, that place where I don't know what's going to happen next. I'm not sure if I have what it takes to get to that next place, but I do have an idea of where I want to be. And so that place that I've so many times been in, I've tried to get out of as quickly as possible. Or usually I swing back into my comfort zone, I'm not going to lie. So the fact that I could love not knowing is something that I'm slowly learning to do. It's become an exciting process. It's like I'm not sure what to expect. And as much as I'd like to be able to recreate results, everyone talks about ROI, everyone talks about, how can you predict this going forward? How can you recreate this over and over again to make sure it's a good process, a process that works well for your strategy, that is, proven. How do you get there? I have no idea. And honestly speaking, from the time I started coaching people, I don't know what's going to work. I really don't. And slowly but surely, I'm learning to love that space because I get to discover alongside with you through a series of questions and conversations. I get to discover alongside with you what works for you, what might be the best way for you. But in order to be able to do that, I have to continue learning. I have to continue accumulating knowledge, strategies, processes. I have to continue, researching, looking for better ways, different ways, simpler ways. I need to know as much as there is possible about how people have a tendency to cope or manage stress or manage their fears, their emotions. And so it's becoming more of an exciting process. Now, the more I speak about this, the more I talk to people, the more I discover for myself, the better I feel about my ability to help somebody. As much as I'd like to say, I know this process really well, upside down, inside out, it's not like that. Life is so gray. It's not black and white by any means. There's no right way to do anything, as you've noticed in my previous podcast episode. There's no perfect way. There's just your way, what works for you. And honestly speaking, what works for you right now may not work for you in 5 years. It's like clothes. Right now, what fits you may be your favorite clothes ever, and you may wear the hell out of it to the point that you can't stand looking at those types of clothes or that style anymore. And in about 5 years or 5 months, even, you may discover, you know what, I'm not doing this. I don't like this. I don't enjoy this. I'm going to change again. And that is the beauty of life. And so, as much as I'd like to embrace that in my own, that space of not knowing still terrifies me sometimes, but I welcome the challenge. I am up to it. I've done it so many times in my life, and that is a proven process. The fact that I can innovate, be resourceful, that I can make do without sometimes when I have no choice, or I can find a way to make my life a little more efficient no matter what changes come my way, has become a point of pride for me personally. So if I can help you with that in the course of counseling with me or a program that you might be taking with me, a lot of my programs aren't cookie cutter. I can't teach you how to do something and do it 10,000 times and have it be the same experience for everybody. I can't do that. And I'm not about to claim that either. But I can tell you a couple of concepts and I can teach you what to look out for so you can define it for yourself. And that part I'm very proud of. So in the whole, I don't know, the bird's eye view of this, yes, it's true. Kyle Cease really nailed it when he says, I don't know, and I love that. I'm learning to love it. I don't always love it. Sometimes I just want it to work. I just want to know what I'm doing. I just want it to get there. But honestly speaking, that's not a guaranteed, right? So if I can master the art of confusion and chaos and master the art of shadows and fear and what it looks like inside my head when I don't know what I'm doing and all of my demons come out to play, I know for a fact that I can help you sort out yours, or at least make friends with the demons and the darkness that you deal with on a daily basis. Because let's face it, we all deal with a little bit on a daily basis. So being able to say out loud that I don't know, and I love that, Yeah, it still kind of catches in my throat a little bit, but I'm working on it. So my challenge to you is for you to look at those places where you don't know, and where does it cause you stress, and where does it make you feel excited, because I want you to learn to love it so that it doesn't keep you stuck in the future when it does happen, that you don't stall or panic when it does happen, that you're able to embrace it just like you would, road tripping without a real, you know, journey mapped out. So you can enjoy the sights along the way and be open to whatever comes to teach you a lesson. Because that is the most scary part, I think. Being able to embrace the fact that you don't know is mostly because you're not sure what kind of trials and tribulations you're going to encounter. And when you do, you see it as something to shy away from and to avoid, rather than to march right up to it, look it in the face, and be like, you know what? I'm going to find a way through you. I'm going to find a way to learn more about myself, strengthen myself, so that these kinds of things, if they ever happen in the future, never bother me again. So that's the way I'm trying to take it going forward. Yes, I slip up a lot. Don't get it twisted. I'm human just like all of you. But if you can find a way to say, I don't know and I love that, I'm betting that the journey forward will not be so scary. It won't be so apprehensive. And you might actually enjoy your way through it. That's my goal for you guys, for you to enjoy your life rather than to avoid triggers, run away from things that might cause you pain, and basically shut down when it looks like chaos is coming. So I love you guys. I hope this helps. Leave me comments as always, and I will catch up with you soon.